Leviticus 10.
Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, each took his censer and put fire in it, and laid incense on it, and offered strange fire before Jehovah, which he had not commanded them. Fire came out from before Jehovah and devoured them, and they died before Jehovah. Then Moses said to Aaron, "This is what Jehovah spoke, saying, I will be sanctified in those who come near me, and before all the people I will be glorified." Aaron held his peace. Moses called Mishael and Elzaphan, the sons of Uzziel, the uncle of Aaron, and said to them, "Draw near, carry your brothers from before the sanctuary out of the camp." So they came near and carried them in their coats out of the camp, as Moses had said. Moses said to Aaron and to Eleazar and to Ithamar, his sons, "Do not let the hair of your heads go loose, and do not tear your clothes, so that you do not die, and so that he will not be angry with all the congregation. But let your brothers, the whole house of Israel, bewail the burning which Jehovah has kindled. You shall not go out from the door of the tent of meeting, lest you die, for the anointing oil of Jehovah is on you." They did according to the word of Moses.
Jehovah spoke to Aaron,
saying, "You and your sons are not to drink wine or strong drink whenever you go into the tent of meeting, or you will die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. You are to make a distinction between the holy and the common, and between the unclean and the clean. You are to teach the children of Israel all the statutes which Jehovah has spoken to them by Moses."
Moses spoke to Aaron
and to Eleazar and to Ithamar, his sons, who were left, "Take the meal offering that remains of the offerings of Jehovah made by fire, and eat it without yeast beside the altar, for it is most holy. You shall eat it in a holy place, because it is your portion and your son's portion of the offerings of Jehovah made by fire. For so I am commanded. The waved breast and the heaved thigh you shall eat in a clean place, you and your sons and your daughters with you, for they are given as your portion, and your son's portion out of the sacrifices of the peace offerings of the children of Israel. They shall bring the heaved thigh and the waved breast with the offerings made by fire of the fat to wave
for a wave offering before
Jehovah. It shall be yours and your sons with you as a portion forever, as Jehovah has commanded. Moses diligently inquired for the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burned. He was angry with Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron, who were left, saying, "Why have you not eaten the sin offering in the place of the sanctuary, since it is most holy? And he has given it to you to bear the iniquity of the congregation, to make atonement for them before Jehovah. Behold, its blood was not brought into the inner part of the sanctuary. You certainly should have eaten it in the sanctuary, as I commanded."
Aaron spoke to Moses
Behold, today they have offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before Jehovah. And such things have happened to me. If I had eaten the sin offering today, would it have been pleasing in the sight of Jehovah? When Moses heard that, it was pleasing in his sight.
Leviticus 11, Leviticus 4, Leviticus 5.
To Moses and to Aaron, saying to them, speak to the children of Israel, saying, these are the living things which you may eat among all the animals that are on the earth. Whatever parts the hoof is cloven-footed, and choose the cud among the animals that you may eat. Nevertheless, these you shall not eat of those that chew the cud, or of those that part the hoof. The camel, because he chews the cud but does not part the hoof, he is unclean to you. The rock badger, because he chews the cud but does not part the hoof, he is unclean to you. The hare, because she chews the cud but does not part the hoof, she is unclean to you. The pig, because he parts the hoof and is cloven-footed but does not chew the cud, he is unclean to you. You shall not eat their meat.
You shall not touch their carcasses.
They are unclean to you. These you may eat of all that are in the waters, whatever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, that you may eat. All that do not have fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of all the living creatures that are in the waters. They are an abomination to you. They shall be an abomination to you. You shall not eat of their meat, and you shall detest their carcasses. Whatever has no fins nor scales in the waters is an abomination to you. These you shall detest among the birds. They shall not be eaten.
They are an abomination.
The eagle, the vulture, the black vulture, the red kite, any kind of black kite,
Any kind of raven.
the horned owl, the screech owl, the gull, any kind of hawk, the little owl, the cormorant, the great owl, the white owl, the desert owl, the osprey, the stork,
Any kind of heron.
the hoopoe and the bat. All winged creeping things that go on all fours are an abomination to you. Yet you may eat these of all winged creeping things that go on all fours, which have legs above their feet, with which to hop on the earth. Even of these you may eat. Any kind of locust, any kind of bald locust, any kind of cricket, and any kind of grasshopper. But all winged creeping things which have 4 feet are an abomination to you. By these you will become unclean. Whoever touches their carcass shall be unclean until the evening. Whoever carries any part of their carcass shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. Every animal which parts the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor chews the cud, they are unclean to you. Everyone who touches them shall be unclean. Whatever goes on its paws among all animals that go on all fours, they are unclean to you. Whoever touches their carcass shall be unclean until the evening. He who carries their carcass shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean to you. These are they which are unclean to you among the creeping things that creep on the earth: the weasel, the rat, any kind of great lizard, the gecko, the monitor lizard, the sand lizard, and the chameleon. These are they which are unclean to you among all that creep. Whoever touches them when they are dead shall be unclean until the evening. Anything on which any of them falls when they are dead shall be unclean, whether it is any vessel of wood or clothing or skin or sack. Whatever vessel it is with which any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean
until the evening.
Until the evening,
Then it will be clean.
every earthen vessel into which any of them falls, whatever is in it shall be unclean, and you shall break it. All food which may be eaten that is soaked in water shall be unclean. Every drink that may be drunk in every such vessel
Shall be unclean.
Everything on which part of their carcass falls
Shall be unclean.
whether oven or range for pots, it shall be broken in pieces. They are unclean and shall be unclean to you. Nevertheless, a spring or a cistern in which water is gathered shall be clean, but that which touches their carcass
Shall be unclean.
if part of their carcass falls on any sowing seed which is to be sown, it is clean. But if water is put on the seed and part of their carcass falls on it, it is unclean to you.
If any animal of which you may eat dies, he who touches its carcass shall be unclean.
Until the evening,
He who eats of its carcass shall wash his clothes
and be unclean.
until the evening.
He also who carries its carcass shall wash his clothes and be
Unclean.
until the evening. Every creeping thing that creeps on the earth is an abomination.
It shall not be eaten.
Whatever goes on its belly, and whatever goes on all fours, or whatever has many feet, even all creeping things that creep on the earth, them you shall not eat, for they are an abomination.
Shall not make yourselves
Abominable,
with any creeping thing that creeps.
neither shall you make yourselves unclean with them, that you should be defiled by them. For I am Jehovah.
Over your God,
Sanctify yourselves
therefore,
and be holy.
for I am holy.
You shall not defile yourselves with any kind of creeping thing that moves on the earth. For I
am Jehovah,
who brought you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. You shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the animal, and of the bird, and of every living creature that moves in the waters, and of every creature that creeps on the earth, to make a distinction between the unclean and the clean,
and between the living thing
that may be eaten,
and the living thing.
that may not be eaten.
Leviticus 12.
Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, saying, if a woman conceives and bears a male child, Then she shall be unclean 7 days. As in the days of her monthly period, she shall be unclean. On the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. She shall continue in the blood of purification 33 days. She shall not touch any holy thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying are completed. But if she bears a female child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her period, and she shall continue in the blood of purification 66 days. When the days of her purification are completed for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring to the priest at the door of the tent of meeting a year-old lamb for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon or a turtle dove for a sin offering. He shall offer it before Jehovah and make atonement for her, and she shall be cleansed from the fountain of her blood. This is the law for her who bears a male or a female. If she cannot afford a lamb, then she shall take 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, one for a burnt offering and the other for a sin offering. The priest shall make atonement for her, and she shall be clean.
Leviticus 13.
Jehovah spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, when a man has a rising in his body skin, or a scab or a bright spot, and it becomes the plague of leprosy in his skin, then he shall be brought to Aaron the priest, or to one of his sons, the priests. The priest shall examine the plague in the skin of the body. If the hair in the plague has turned white, and the appearance of the plague is deeper than the body's skin, it is the plague of leprosy. And the priest shall examine him and pronounce him unclean. If the bright spot is white in the skin of his body, and its appearance is not deeper than the skin, and its hair has not turned white, then the priest shall isolate the plagued person for 7 days.
The priest shall examine him on the 7th day.
Behold, if in his eyes the plague is at a standstill, and the plague has not spread in the skin, then the priest shall isolate him for 7 more days. The priest shall examine him again on the 7th day. Behold, if the plague is faded, and the plague is not spread in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him clean. It is a scab. He shall wash his clothes and be clean. But if the scab spreads abroad in the skin after he has shown himself to the priest for his cleansing, he shall show himself to the priest again.
The priest shall examine him.
Behold, if the scab has spread in the skin,
The priest shall examine him.
then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. When the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought to the priest, and the priest shall examine him. Behold, if there is a white rising in the skin, and the hair in it has turned white, and there is raw flesh in the rising,
It is a chronic leprosy
in the skin of his body,
and the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
he shall not isolate him, for he is unclean. If the leprosy breaks out all over the skin, and the leprosy covers all the skin of the plagued person from his head even to his feet, as far as it appears to the priest,
then the priest shall examine him. Behold,
if the leprosy has covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean of the plague. It has all turned white, he is clean. But whenever raw flesh appears in him, he shall be unclean.
the priest shall examine
the raw flesh and pronounce him unclean.
the raw flesh is unclean.
It is leprosy.
Or if the raw flesh turns again and is changed to white, then he shall come to the priest.
The priest shall examine him. Behold, if the plague is turned white, then the priest shall pronounce him clean of the plague. He is clean. If the body has a boil in its skin, and it has healed, and in the place of the boil there is a white rising, or a bright spot, reddish white, then it shall be shown to the priest.
The priest shall examine it.
Behold, if its appearance is deeper than the skin, and its hair has turned white, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is the plague of leprosy.
It has broken out in the boil.
But if the priest examines it, and behold, there are no white hairs in it, and it is not deeper than the skin, but is faded, then the priest shall isolate him 7 days. If it spreads in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a plague. But if the bright spot stays in its place and has not spread, it is the scar from the boil, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. Oh, and the body has a burn from fire on its skin, and the raw flesh of the burn becomes a bright spot, reddish white.
White.
Oh, white. Then the priest shall examine it.
Behold,
If the hair in the bright spot has turned white, and its appearance is deeper than the skin, it is leprosy. It has broken out in the burning, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is the plague of leprosy. But if the priest examines it,
and
and behold, there is no white hair in the bright spot, and it is no deeper than the skin, but is faded, then the priest shall isolate him 7 days.
the priest shall examine him on the 7th day.
If it has spread in the skin,
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
it is the plague of leprosy,
If the bright spot stays in its place,
and has not spread in the skin, but is faded,
it is the rising from the burn.
and the priest shall pronounce him clean, for it is the scar from the burn. When a man or woman has a plague on the head or on the beard,
Then the priest shall examine the plague.
behold, if its appearance is deeper than the skin,
and there is yellow thin hair in it, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is an itch
It is leprosy.
of the head or of the beard. If the priest examines the plague,
Plague of itching.
and behold, it its appearance is not deeper than the skin, and there is no black hair in it, then the priest shall isolate him who has the plague of itching 7 days. On the seventh day, the priest shall examine the plague. If the itch is not spread and there is no yellow hair in it, and the appearance of the itch
is not deeper than the skin,
then he shall be shaved,
but he shall not shave.
but he shall not shave the itch.
Then the priest shall isolate him
Who has the itch 7 more days.
on the seventh day.
The priest shall examine the itch.
Behold,
If the itch is not spread in the
and
skin,
its appearance is not deeper than the skin,
then the priest shall pronounce him clean. He shall wash his clothes and be clean. But if the itch spreads in the skin after his cleansing, then the priest shall examine him. Behold, if the itch is spread
in the skin,
the priest shall not look for the yellow hair.
he is unclean.
But if in his eyes the itch is at a standstill and black hair has grown up in it, the itch is healed, he is clean, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. When a man or a woman has bright spots in the skin of the body, even white bright spots,
Then the priest shall examine them.
behold, if the bright spots on the skin of their body are a dull white, it is a harmless rash.
It is broken out in the skin.
He is clean.
If a man's hair,
Has fallen off his head,
he is bald.
he is clean. If his hair has fallen off from the front of his head, his forehead bald, he is clean. But if a reddish white plague is in the bald head or the bald forehead, it is leprosy breaking out in his bald head or his bald forehead. Then the priest shall examine him. Behold, if the rising of the plague is reddish white in his bald head or in his bald forehead, like the appearance of leprosy in the skin of the body, he is a leprous man, he is unclean. The priest shall surely pronounce him unclean. His plague is on his head. The leper in whom the plague is shall wear torn clothes, and the hair of his head shall go loose. He shall cover his upper lip and shall cry,
Unclean,
unclean.
unclean.
All the days in which the plague
Plague is in him, he shall be unclean.
he is unclean.
He shall dwell alone.
His dwelling shall be outside the camp. The garment also that the plague of leprosy is in, whether it is a woolen garment
Or a linen garment,
whether it is in the warp or the woof of linen or of wool, whether in a skin or in anything made of skin, if the plague is greenish
or reddish in the garment,
or in the skin
or in the warp,
or in the woof,
or in anything of skin,
it is the plague of leprosy and shall be shown to the priest. The priest shall examine
the plague and isolate.
the plague thing
7 days he shall examine the plague.
on the seventh day. If the plague has spread in the garment,
Or in the warp,
or in the warp,
or in the skin,
or in the skin, whatever use the skin is used for, the plague is shall burn the garment or the warp in wool
or in linen,
or anything of skin in which the plague is, for it is a destructive mildew. It shall be burned in the fire.
the priest examines it,
And behold,
the plague is not spread in the garment
or in the wall,
or in the woof,
or in anything of skin, then the priest shall command
that they wash the thing,
in which the plague is
and he shall isolate it
7 more days.
Then the priest shall examine it after it has been washed.
Behold,
If the plague has not changed its color,
and the plague is not spread,
it is unclean.
you shall burn it in the fire.
It is a destructive mildew.
Whether the bareness is inside or outside.
If the priest examines it,
And behold, the plague has faded after it has been washed. Then he shall tear it out of the garment,
or out of the skin,
or out of the warp,
or out of the woof,
if it appears again in the garment, or in the warp,
or in the woof,
or in anything of skin.
it is spreading.
You shall burn what the plague is in with fire.
The garment or the woof,
Or the wolf,
or anything of skin,
which you shall wash,
if the plague has departed from them,
then it shall be washed the 2nd time, and it will be clean.
this is the law
Of the plague of leprosy,
in a garment of wool or linen,
or in the wolf, or in anything of skin, to pronounce it clean, or to pronounce it unclean.
Leviticus 14.
Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought to the priest, and the priest shall go out of the camp. The priest shall examine him. Behold, if the plague of leprosy is healed in the leper, then the priest shall command them to take for him who is to be cleansed 2 living clean birds, cedar wood, scarlet, and hyssop. The priest shall command them to kill one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. As for the living bird, he shall take it, the cedar wood, the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. He shall sprinkle on him who is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird go into the open field. He who is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes, shave off all his hair, and bathe himself in water, and he shall be clean. After that he shall come into the camp, but shall dwell outside his tent 7 days. It shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shall shave off. He shall wash his clothes and bathe his body in water, then he shall be clean. On the 8th day he shall take 2 male lambs without defect, 1 ewe lamb a year old without defect, 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour for meal offering mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. The priest who cleanses him shall set the man who is to be cleansed, and those things before Jehovah at the door of the tent of meeting. The priest shall take 1 of the male lambs and offer him for a trespass offering,
and the log of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before Jehovah. He shall kill the lamb in the place where they kill the sin offering and the burnt offering, in the place of the sanctuary. For as the sin offering is the priest's, so is the trespass offering. It is most holy.
The priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering,
And the priest shall put it on the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe
of his right foot.
The priest shall take some of the log of oil and pour it into the palm of his own left hand. The priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle some of the oil with his finger 7 times before Jehovah.
The priest shall put some of the rest of the oil
That is in his hand on the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe
of his right foot.
upon the blood of the trespass offering. The rest of the oil
That is in the priest's hand,
he shall put on the head of him,
who is to be cleansed.
and the priest shall make atonement for him before Jehovah. The priest shall offer the sin offering and make atonement for him who is to be cleansed because of his uncleanness. Afterward he shall kill the burnt offering.
The priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meal offering on the altar. The priest shall make atonement for him, and he shall be clean. If he is poor and cannot afford so much, then he shall take one male lamb for a trespass offering to be waived, to make atonement for him, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with oil for a meal offering, and a log of oil, and 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to afford. The one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering. On the 8th day he shall bring them for his cleansing to the priest, to the door of the tent of meeting before Jehovah. The priest shall take the lamb of the trespass offering and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Jehovah. He shall kill the lamb of the trespass offering. The priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering and put it on the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe of his right foot. The priest shall pour some of the oil into the palm of his own left hand, and the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is in his left hand 7 times before Jehovah. Then the priest shall put some of the oil that is in his hand on the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. The rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put on the head of him who who is to be cleansed, to make atonement for him before Jehovah. He shall offer one of the turtle doves or of the young pigeons, which is his means. He shall offer one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. With the meal offering, the priest shall make atonement for him who is to be cleansed before Jehovah. This is the law for him in whom is the plague of leprosy, who is not able to afford the sacrifice
for his cleansing.
Jehovah spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, when you have come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession, then he who owns the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, there seems to me to be some plague in the house.
The priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest goes in to examine the plague,
lest all that is in the house be made unclean. Afterward the priest shall go in to inspect the house. He shall examine the plague.
behold,
If the plague is in the walls of the house with hollow streaks, greenish or reddish, and it appears deeper than the wall, then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house, and shall shut up the house
7 days.
The priest shall come again on the 7th day and look if the plague has spread in the walls of the house. Then the priest shall command that they take out the stones in which is the plague, and cast them into an unclean place outside the city. He shall cause the inside of the house to be scraped all around. They shall pour out the mortar that they scraped off outside the city into an unclean place. They shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones. And he shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house. If the plague comes again and breaks out in the house after he has taken out the stones, and after he has scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come in and look. Behold, if the plague has spread in the house, it is a destructive mildew in the house, it is unclean. He shall break down the house, its stones and its timber, and all the house's mortar. He shall carry them out of the city into an unclean place. Moreover, he who goes into the house, all the while that it is shut up, shall be unclean until the evening. He who lies down in the house shall wash his clothes, and he who eats in the house shall wash his clothes. If the priest shall come in and examine it, and behold, the plague has not spread in the house after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. To cleanse the house, he shall take 2 birds, cedar wood, scarlet, and hyssop. He shall kill one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. He shall take the cedar wood, the hyssop, the scarlet, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the slain bird and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. He shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, with the running water, with the living bird, with the cedar wood, So shall he make atonement for the house, and it shall be clean. This is the law for all kinds of plague of leprosy,
and for a scalp,
and for the leprosy
of a garment,
and for a house,
and for a rising,
and for a scab, and for a bright spot, to teach when it is unclean and when it is clean. This is the law of leprosy.
Leviticus 15.
Jehovah spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and tell them, when any man has a discharge from his body, because of his discharge he is unclean. This shall be his uncleanness in his discharge, whether his body runs with his discharge, or his body is stopped from his discharge. It is his uncleanness. Every bed on which he who has the discharge lies shall be unclean, and everything on which he sits shall be unclean. Whoever touches his bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. He who sits on anything on which the man who has the discharge sat shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. He who touches the body of him who has the discharge shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. If he who has the discharge spits on him who is clean, then he shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Whatever saddle he who has the discharge rides on shall be unclean. Whoever touches anything that was under him shall be unclean until the evening. He who carries those things shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Whoever he who has the discharge touches without having rinsed his hands in water shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. The earthen vessel which he who has the discharge touches shall be broken, and every vessel of wood shall be rinsed in water. When he who has a discharge is cleansed of his discharge, then he shall count to himself 7 days for his cleansing, and wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in running water, and shall be clean. On the 8th day he shall take 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, and come before Jehovah to the door of the tent of meeting, and give them to the priest. The priest shall offer them, the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. The priest shall make atonement for him before Jehovah for his discharge. If any man has any mission of semen, then he shall bathe all his flesh in water, and be unclean until lies with a woman, and there is an emission of semen, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the evening. If a woman has a discharge, and her discharge in her flesh is blood, she shall be in her impurity 7 days. Whoever touches her shall be unclean until the evening. Everything that she lies on in her impurity shall be unclean. Everything also that she sits on shall be unclean. Whoever touches her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening. Whoever touches anything that she sits on shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening. If it is on the bed or on the thing on which she sits, when he touches it, he shall be unclean until the evening. If any man lies with her and a monthly flow is on him, he shall be unclean.
7 days.
Every bed on which he lies shall be unclean. If a woman has a discharge of her blood many days, not in the time of a period, or if she has a discharge beyond the time of her period, all the days of the discharge of her uncleanness shall be as in the days of a period.
She is unclean.
Every bed on which she lies, all the days of her discharge shall be to her as the bed of a period. Everything on which she sits shall be unclean as the uncleanness of her period. Whoever touches these things shall be unclean and shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening. But if she is cleansed of her discharge, then she shall count to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. On the 8th day she shall take 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons and bring them to the priest, to the door of the tent of meeting. The priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. And the priest shall make atonement for her before Jehovah for the uncleanness of her discharge. Thus you shall separate the children of Israel from their uncleanness, so that they will not die in their uncleanness when they defile my tabernacle that is among them. This is the law for him who has a discharge, and for him who has an emission of semen,
So that he is
unclean by it. And for her who
has her period,
and for anyone
who has a discharge,
whether male or female, and for a man who lies with a woman who is unclean.
Leviticus 16.
Jehovah spoke to Moses after the death of the 2 sons of Aaron, when they came near before Jehovah and died. And Jehovah said to Moses, tell Aaron your brother not to come at just any time into the most holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is on the ark, so that he will not die. For I will appear in the cloud on the mercy seat.
Aaron shall come into the sanctuary
with a young bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen coat, he shall have the linen breeches on his body, and shall put on the linen sash and wear the linen turban. They are the holy garments. He shall bathe his body in water and put them on. He shall take from the congregation of the children of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering and 1 ram
for a burnt offering.
Aaron shall offer the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make atonement for himself and for his house. He shall take the 2 goats and set them before Jehovah at the door of the tent of meeting. Aaron shall cast lots for the 2 goats, 1 lot for Jehovah and the other lot for the scapegoat. Aaron shall present the goat on which the lot fell for Jehovah and offer him for a sin offering. But the goat on which the lot fell for the scapegoat shall be presented alive before Jehovah to make atonement for him, to send him away for the scapegoat into the wilderness. Aaron shall present the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself. He shall take a censer full of coals of fire from off the altar before Jehovah, and 2 handfuls of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil. He shall put the incense on the fire before Jehovah, so that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is on the covenant, so that he will not die. He shall take some of the blood of the bull and sprinkle it with his finger on the mercy seat on the east, and before the mercy seat he shall sprinkle some of the blood with his finger 7 times. Then he shall kill the goat of the sin offering that is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with his blood as he did with the blood of the bull, and sprinkle it on the mercy seat. And before the mercy seat he shall make atonement for the holy place, because of the uncleannesses of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions, even all their sins. And so he shall do for the tent of meeting that remains among them in the middle of their uncleannesses. There shall be no one in the tent of meeting when he enters to make atonement in the holy place, until he comes out and has made atonement for himself and for his household and for all the assembly of Israel. He shall go out to the altar that is before Jehovah, and make atonement for it, and shall take some of the blood of the bull and some of the blood of the goat, and put it around on the horns of the altar. He shall sprinkle some of the blood on it with his finger 7 times, and cleanse it, and make it holy from the uncleannesses of the children of Israel. When he has finished atoning for the holy place, the tent of meeting and the altar, he shall present the live goat. Aaron shall lay both his hands on the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions, even all their sins. And he shall put them on the head of the goat, and shall send him away into the wilderness by the hand of a man who is ready. The goat shall carry all their iniquities to a solitary land, and he shall let the goat go in the wilderness. Aaron shall come into the tent of meeting, and shall take off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. Then he shall bathe himself in water in a holy place, put on his garments, and come out and offer his burnt offering and the burnt offering of the people, and make atonement for himself
and for the people.
The fat of the sin offering he shall burn on the altar. He who lets the goat go for the scapegoat shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp. The bull for the sin offering, and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, shall be carried outside the camp, and they shall burn their skins, their flesh, and their dung with fire. He who burns them shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp. It shall be a statute forever to you. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, you shall afflict your souls, and shall do no kind of work, whether it is the native born or the stranger who lives as a foreigner among you. For on this day shall atonement be made for you to cleanse you. You shall be clean from all your sins before Jehovah. It is a Sabbath of solemn rest to you, and you shall afflict your souls. It is a statute forever. The priest who is anointed and who is consecrated to be priest in his father's place shall make the atonement. He shall put on the linen garments, even the holy garments. Then he shall make atonement
For the holy sanctuary,
for the tent of meeting and for the altar,
and he shall make atonement
for the priests and for all the people of the assembly. This shall be an everlasting statute for you, to make atonement
for the children of Israel,
once in the year.
because of all their sins.
It was done as Jehovah commanded Moses.